you might hear a little bit of feedback, but whatever. I just thought we think we should talk about this, but it's the competition with photographers and techies in YouTube and just how ridiculous it is. We were just talking about, like how should we split the video up and everything, and you're not worried about it. And I just wanted some content too. The problem is there is so much competition on YouTube. It just blindsides me that people just always just want to be to themselves. And it's just like, well, no, I just only want to do things for myself, or I only do videos if you want to push me or something like that. Screw off. No, that's not a thing.
Well, I honestly, I've seen a lot of really cool cooperation between people that are in the tech reviewers community, mainly like Jonathan Morrison, MKBHD,
God, yeah.
Austin Evans, Lou from Unbox Therapy, and your average consumer.
All
They're
my
all kind of
favorites.
like doing stuff together. Like they're not they don't they see that there's more power in them doing collaborative content rather than just always trying to be like mine's better, my stuff's awesome, or my stuff is more better than
Yep.
yours is. And so they've kind of started doing stuff together, and I mean they become a powerhouse of tech review in a tech review community. Even Techno Buffalo's kind of gotten in with them on a couple of
A little
videos.
better.
Um,
But even
but
think about it. Someone else even kind of came in and starting to work with a lot of these guys, and it's someone who's blown up this year is Casey Neistat.
oh yeah, yeah,
He's even doing things with MKBHD and everything like that. It shouldn't be this discretion where it can only be for myself or whatever. And just a perfect example is that you could easily be like, well, what's the point of doing a video with me? I only have like 12,000 subscribers or whatever, and you have 30,000. You could easily be like, well, it's not going to benefit me, which is bullshit. You could have someone with 2,000 subscribers if you really care about that. And I'm not to that point to where I don't. You can have someone with 2,000 subscribers if you really care about that. But even if you get 100 subscribers from that, it's well worth it. But it shouldn't be about the numbers. It shouldn't be about that. That's one thing I've learned since starting, at least on my end. It's just having fun. Like, I like your videos because I like your personality, and that's why we're collabing. Even with Dre from EMIP TV, I love his thing. It's just how it should be. Like, even Ted Forbes will, watch our videos and interact and everything. And
sure.
he's got a very massive audience. It shouldn't be that competitive. But there are those brands with the 200, 400, 500,000 who really kind of pump the brakes and keep to themselves.
And well, okay, and I'll just go ahead and give people some advice. If you're looking to break into YouTube or do YouTube on a more regular basis, the only real way, and all right, I won't say that it's not the only real way. I've seen a lot of one man bands just blow up
Yeah.
all by themselves on their own effort. But I mean, those are few and far between. And if you're going to service like a niche audience or whatever,
Look at gamers.
absolutely.
Gamers do it by themselves, but after a certain while, they all collab together and their audiences and they just blow up.
Yeah. Um, but if you're going to do YouTube, like you're going to have find friends. You're going to have to be cool with other people. I just think that photographers in general, they're very competitive people and they want to be the most awesome. They want to take all the credit. Photographers get a lot of credit, and no one very rarely acknowledges the hair and makeup people, the
No.
set designers, the assistants, the costume designers. But it's always the photographer or it's always the painter. But there are so many people that do work behind the scenes that never get any credit whatsoever.
One person who I really say does a great job with that, and we brought up his name, was Jason Lanier.
Yeah.
Everything he does, be it he's well branded, he does a lot of cool stuff, be it if you think he's a Sony fanboy or not, whatever. But he does a great job saying, hey, this is my assistant. This is who's done makeup. This is who's helping me out. This is part of this workshop. And that's what needs to happen in 2016. The collaborative process just needs to happen. I would love if more people were like, hey, we are serious. Now, there's a difference between someone who maybe makes videos every once a month or something like that and wants to collab. But if someone like, we do things weekly, we're
Mm-hmm.
into it. This is part of our lives. I said you quit your job
Yeah.
to do this, and that's probably scared the ever-loving shit out of you.
Yeah, it did. Because well, I mean, the first thing I had to do was make sure that I didn't have any debt.
Yeah,
So I got all the debt paid off. My girlfriend still has an amazing job. I mean, she loves her job, and as a matter of fact, she's still planning on retiring early, like within the next 5 years or so.
cool. Congrats.
But you do have to make sure that you're not in debt and that you've got a lot of your ducks in a row. And it is scary to venture out and try something 100% and completely new and different, and the waters are uncharted for you personally. And it's scary as shit, but it's been extremely rewarding thus far.
I agree. I don't know. I think we kind of hit the mark. This is one of the things that I just felt inspired to do right now. Thank you for joining with that very quickly as well. But it needs to be said. This whole one way, one sided, non collab, it needs to end. I mean, hey, if people like to be secluded by themselves, totally understandable. I get that. But to really only go somewhere and to have some more fun with this instead of just being the keyboard warrior and just doing everything yourself, it's just fun to talk shit out.
I agree. And not to mention, it's much more fun when you have people to play with.
Seriously, you're right. And it's not just me yelling, talking to myself at a camera in my room. I'm able to engage with someone else, be it, a shitty Skype connection or Google Hangout or whatever, which hopefully, in the next couple months, we might do this in person. That'd be pretty baller.
We might do it in person. We might do it. I'm still trying my best to get down to VidCon this year, so maybe there.
So we shall see, and hopefully me, you, Ted, and whoever wants to come, we all do something together. It'd be pretty cool. I don't know. Quick rant. Wanted to talk about it. Let me know y'all thoughts down below. Put that down. Thank you, Mr. Puckett, for joining real quickly.
You're welcome, Mr. Rossi.
And another one.
Be here.
We shall see.
We shall. Absolutely.